So I don't know why it's taken me this long to make this video, and I have no excuse, but I think it's necessary as a user of this platform to communicate on issues that I think should concern every single one of us as human beings. The murder of George Floyd, many other innocent black people, and systematic racism in our country is something that we ignore far too much. Even now, maybe in a couple weeks, when the news stops covering this, a lot of us may just let it fall by the wayside. But I wanted to make a video on how we can sustain the momentum that we have now so we can enact real change. Please keep in mind that all of the ideas that I bring up are ideas that have already been stated by black community leaders like Barack Obama, and I'm merely trying to amplify this message to even one more person that may not have heard that. So none of these ideas are original to me, they are ideas that I agree with from active black community activists and members. I realize that there will be a lot of holes in what I cover today, but this is meant with the intention to bolster the message of constructive next steps to realize change. The first thing I want to talk about today are the protests. The protests that have taken place across the country, and even now in other countries across the world, are a manifestation of a legitimate frustration of racial and criminal injustices in the United States that have been taking place for decades. The overwhelming majority of these protests have been peaceful, and these people deserve our respect and support in this movement. Now, while these peaceful protests and direct actions taken are amazing at raising awareness and getting the attention of the government on behalf of marginalized communities, there needs to be a point where these aspirations are translated into practical institutional laws and practices. And this is where the right to vote in our country is such a beautiful thing. Of course, who we elect into the federal government, which is the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, is important. It's very important. However, the officials that have the greatest impact on our daily lives will be at the state and local levels, and this includes mayors and county executives. Oftentimes, state attorneys and district attorneys are also elected positions, and these are the people that decide whether to charge and investigate police misconduct cases. So my message there is to get out and vote. Register if you haven't already, and whenever the opportunity comes, please use your right to vote. And of course, voting is amazing and we need to all do that, but there are also actionable items that we can do right now, right after you watch this video. And that would include signing petitions, donating to organizations and bail funds, spreading awareness on social media and other platforms, and even educating ourselves so that we can be more knowledgeable on the subject of racial inequality in the United States and in the world. So I've left links to a ton of different resources down below in the description. So I encourage you to go check those out and get involved in the comments and let me know. I know I missed a ton of awesome resources. So feel free to post links and comments in the comment section below about other resources we could use to further educate ourselves. Now, the final point that I wanted to make about this, and this is personal, is that our government needs to have a zero tolerance policy for misuse of power and authority on behalf of the police departments. There needs to be legislation in place that swiftly and decisively punishes police misconduct, particularly police racial misconduct in the United States. Finally, I know that I am also ignorant, and I've been trying to use this time to educate myself on racial discrimination and racial inequality and white privilege so that I can be a better ally. I realize that I need to be better, we need to be better, and it's not just enough to be not racist. Let's all use our voice to speak up, advocate for, and ultimately realize positive change in our culture and legislation. That's about all I have to say, folks. Please get active in the comments below and tell me the things I missed, because I know I missed, and let's make this a conversation and continue to talk about this. Until next time, Black Lives Matter. Stay safe and let's make change together.